You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Snap.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I can do the...
Are you mic'd under your shirt?
Yeah, because I don't want to mess up my $30 classic, true classic. There we go.
They advertise. Welcome to Movie Baiters with the Farx Brothers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Nick.
You said it really fast.
I'm Nick.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Oh. Okay.
And please say your name and what, in order of jobs you do related to film, by order of what you like to do most.
Which one's hard cam?
That's hard cam. You're probably not in frame on the.
Yeah, that one is just
Benjamin Terry.
Did you go by Ben or Benjamin?
Got this thing where like I don't mind hearing the word Ben, but like written out, I like to see Benjamin.
Got it.
I don't know if it's like Benjamin.
I will say Benjamin just because there could be closed captions on. I don't want to.
Okay, or Terry's fine too.
Terry?
Yeah, it's my last name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Not stage.
Is that why you and he are friends? Because his
they both have
non-first
first
name
names.
is two first names.
No, we two
hilarious.
first namers. There's always a common bond, usually over a goofy project.
I get it. Sorry, what are the rules you have related to movie production in order of what you like to do most?
What I like to do, editing. Okay. Then voiceover, which might not be specifically to film.
You're a performer?
Working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, working on it. I recorded a demo recently, and then I had a one-on-one training back in September, October, but a lot of that's been on hiatus since January. So I hope to get back to it. So then I guess actor, director, producer. The bottom is sound guy, which I don't mind doing sound.
No,
I
it's not
actually, but it's not. I can do it. I can do it. I can give you everything, like have everything organized for you and all that stuff. It's just not. I don't like to get pigeonholed in that role, and I felt like that's what was kind of happening up here. Before I had to kind of take a break. I remember I was on a set one time and I said, "Hey, do you need an AD?" Oh, AD's higher on the list. I like the AD actually quite a bit.
What do you think the AD job is? I ask every AD this because it's my favorite below the line job that I do.
The assistant director makes sure everything is in working order and tries to create clarity out of the chaos, especially if the director, the producer, whatever, has like really no organization what's going on. It's your job to just get it together, manage a good schedule, try to fit everything and know what everything is going on at any given moment. And much to the chagrin of a cinematographer I worked with, always remember to do a time check every 45 minutes, which I don't really give a shit about doing that. I just never did it. And the cinematographer would be like, Where's the time check? It's been 2 hours. Like, oh, time check, 6:45. Okay. Yeah.
Is that a rule on set? That it's every 4 or 5
I
minutes?
like that.
There is the set I worked in Nashville was run by a bunch of kids that normally do union jobs, right?
Those union kids.
So those union gigs. So they had a way of doing things, and most of my experiences come from just doing indie stuff. The one union thing I've done before that was working in casting department when the Coen brothers were shooting Serious Man up here in 2008. And so I haven't really had a whole lot of experience on a union set, but they were like throwing lingo left and right. And when I got nominated to assistant director, I'm like, yeah, I've done assistant directing, sure, whatever. We were about to start the next scene, and the cinematographer, he was kind of like, he's yelling at the director. He's like, you can't just point at someone to be assistant director. I told you we needed an assistant director. And I chimed in and I go, hey man, I've been doing this for almost a decade now. I know what I'm doing. We're ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this. So they all get set up. It's quiet. All of a sudden I just hear, you see, you just can't point at anybody. And I go, what am I doing wrong? And this one guy was very quiet. I don't really remember his name. He just walks up and goes, hey, Ben Terry, do you know the cadence of filmmaking? I go, cadence of filmmaking? No, the cadence of set. What do you mean? He's like, call, speed, all that stuff. Like, oh, I thought the director did that. He goes, no, that's your job. Okay. So then, from there on, it was pretty smooth.
Oh.
But it was just one of the things I kind of forgot about. So after that, it was a lot more smoother, but it was a very chaotic shoot.
Because the normal thing is that the AD calls the first one,
Yep.
and then the directors usually don't unless it's the 1 out of 5 director that calls his own or something like that.
So I did all that, and then I would direct extras if extras needed directing. And on Curse of the Weredeer, a lot of the extras had like some pretty big lines in the script, and I think I went through it with the director, Ben Johnson, and I was like, let's break this up amongst
Another Ben?
Yeah, Ben Johnson.
That's why you were Terry.
Exactly. So let's break this dialogue up amongst the extras a little bit, so we can give them all something to do, so they're all just not sitting around. So I directed a lot of the extras as well, as making sure everything was in order, But it was pretty chaotic.
What is Curse of the Weredeer?
Curse of the Weredeer is one of the first in-house trauma productions not directed by Lloyd Kaufman. It is this movie, and then there is a movie called Eating Miss Campbell by Liam Regan. And then I think there's...
Is that a sexual film, or is that about cannibalistic?
It's about a cannibalistic.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it. I saw the trailer, and I met the director. He runs a shop called Refuse Films out in the UK, and they distribute their own stuff, as well as they got to deal with Trauma to distribute out in the UK. In fact, the only way you can get their Trauma's recent cut of the Toxic Avenger Part 2 and 3, called Mr. Melvin, is you have to order it through Refuse Films. And it's a bit pricey, so it's only really for the mega fans to go get it. I kind of wish they would release
We're gauche here. Let's talk numbers.
$100.
$100 for 2 or for one of them?
For the 2 and 3 put together, and then for 2 and 3 separate in one little box set, but not part 1 for some reason, or part 4.
Wait, is part 1 the
There's
one with
4
Peter
parts.
Dinklage?
No, you're thinking of the remake.
That's a remake from 2023.
Yep, the 2023 with Peter Dinklage, which when I was working on Weredeer, we only spoke about that movie in secrecy, because only one person on set saw it, or saw a version of it, and he signed an NDA. He couldn't talk about it, So like, well, was it good? Can't say anything. Don't talk to me. I'm like, well, what can you say about it? I can't really say anything. I'll tell you, it's very trauma. Like, okay.
I enjoyed it when I saw it last.
The remake? Yeah, I liked
the
it.
remake, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it recently. I finally watched it a couple of weeks ago, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I actually bought it too, and it just sat on my shelf, which was weird because I was hyped to go see it. And I remember I bought a ticket to go see it, but then something happened with one of my kids. And
Did you go back and ask that person what he thought of it?
oh, Lloyd?
Yeah.
James?
Yeah, James.
No, I haven't. I should. I should get back.
This
in
is your
touch.
reminder, whoever you were who did not break your NDA. Has Nick Farx told you about his relationship with Toxic Avenger and medical debt, and how you remember the...
Yeah, oh, well, okay, so maybe, when they finally released it, because they didn't release that, wide until, last year.
Yeah.
I feel like we saw it in the theater last year, even though it sat around for a while.
Yep, 2 years. More than that.
They had this thing going where they partnered with a medical debt cancellation company called Undo Medical Debt, and they were taking a portion of box office and putting it toward that, and it gets used to pay off just random people's medical debt. They just pick a name out of a hat, I guess, names, and they pay off their debt for pennies on the dollar, of course. And I've gotten 2 of my bills paid off.
Nice.
I was never gonna fucking pay him anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck you. But
that is Nick Farx.
yeah, I will not pay you.
Character on this show.
Well, here's the thing:
is not a real person.
If you don't tell me how much, if you refuse to tell me how much something costs before I'm forced to sign a contract telling me that I'm going to pay for it, and then it's more than I think it should be, then I'm not going to pay for you. So maybe change your fucking system. But
don't look to the camera. Be on camera or just.
It's a habit.
I know. I love it so much.
Here's something. Oh, sorry.
Oh well, no. The first one was just like a paltry little sum, but that was like last year. But then just a couple weeks ago, I got another one. It canceled like $5,000. So.
$5,000. I'm talking over the plane flying because I want to know what your here's something is when the plane is fully over. I made a joke to the government lady last week that this is a joke about how we're a flyover state as upper Midwestern filmmakers.
Yeah, that's been so. Curse of the Weredeer did have a release on the East Coast.
Cool.
And they had a thing called Throw Hands Across America, but it was all East Coast. And then maybe there was something in Kansas, and then out to Portland. And I never got around to writing to them. It's just like, why are you skipping Wisconsin? Why are you skipping Minnesota? Why are you skipping Iowa? Now, selfishly, I'm like, I want to see this thing. I want to know how an audience reacts to this. I've only seen it with a couple friends of mine, and that's it. I never really got a chance to experience it in a crowd, whether or not people like it. But the Letterboxd scores are good, and apparently it's big in Italy and in the Netherlands. So I guess America's not ready. But I asked a buddy of mine who I met on set, and I go, why are they skipping the Midwest? And he just goes, ugh, no one drives cars out there. So why would they come out here? Why would they come out to you?
Oh, so people from there don't drive.
The East Coasters don't drive, so why would they go so far?
Oh, right, I guess.
Which, it kind of got put on its head a little bit when Lloyd was in town recently for Class of Newcomb High.
It's a weird reference. Have you ever read Fargo, Rock City by Chuck Klosterman? I think that's the name of the book.
No, I haven't.
It's about how like bands in the 70s and 80s went around the upper Midwest and like metal and rock did real well out here in these plains states.
Yeah.
And that's how like there was back before Napster and that sort of thing, like the #1 record was sold out of Wisconsin or something because people here, you're stuck in plains areas, so you buy physical media so you have it.
Yeah.
I get why they don't do tours here, but how do you know Nick Farx? That guy.
I knew a writer and a director, actor, producer, and director. They were working on their first feature.
That movie is called Chased. You don't have to say anything about it. I know the movie Chased. And the movie, you said the name of the movie. I said the name of the movie. Sorry. You know a writer, producer. You know an actor. Oh, sorry. Were you going to say more that would have colored that?
I don't know what to say.
We're an upper Midwest community show. That movie hasn't come out,
I don't want to. I guess
Ape don't kill ape. I hear what you're saying.
Plenty of people I've heard have said their piece on it that have seen bits and pieces of it.
But that's how you know him.
Yes, that's how I know him. Yep.
But how did you two get to know each other that way? You don't have to say anything about the product that may or may not exist.
More or less him walking me through how to work his camera, the same one you see right here.
Oh, you used this camera on that set?
The old-timey one?
And it was weird because I was using that Blackmagic, and all I had for lighting was like a light, like one light post or something.
He just took a light away because we don't really use it.
Yeah.
I give enough. We both are effervescent.
And I did what I could.
Yeah.
And I did what I was told, and but apparently they didn't use any of the footage.
Oh, dang.
They thought it was too dark or something, and it's kind of a blow to the ego because I'm just like, I did a pretty good job, but
how much of it did you shoot?
That was like a whole half a day. Absolutely.
Dang, yeah, that's a good chunk.
How many half days did you work on it?
I worked. My last day on it was a half day, in May of 2019. Prior to that, I worked a lot of full days, but from 2017, 2018, and that might have been the only day in 2019. That might have been the first day back shooting 2019, and then I was busy after that, and I, did what I could to line. I don't think I ultimately set them up with anyone. I threw some names out. I made maybe a couple calls, but
I knew the director through a colleague of mine from college. And that's how I got hooked up with Cole. And
Are you comfortable saying where you went to school?
University of River Falls.
Oh,
Yeah.
My Farx mother-in-law was a Spanish and French teacher there.
Okay.
For multiple years, the leader of the language department for at least 1 or 2 years.
Oh, very cool.
I'm going to see my in-laws tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll enjoy remembering this when I listen to this.
Well, then here's something for your aunt. Go Falcons.
Nice.
Oh yeah, doesn't lacrosse also have a bird?
Lacrosse? I don't know.
Mrs. Farx went to lacrosse.
Oh, I was
Her
gonna
mom-
say, how did you
she went
pull
to
that out of your butt?
UWL. Okay. So,
Are you from Wisconsin?
I am from La Crescent, Minnesota, which is
You're from La Crosse, Minnesota?
La Crescent,
Oh,
which is 3 miles west of La Crosse, Wisconsin. But no one knows where La Crescent is, so I would normally say La Crosse. But
Is it a smaller town or?
it's a town of 4,000.
Where are you from? Minneapolis.
Minneapolis,
Well, it's
yeah.
right next to Minneapolis, but it's called Minneapolis. It's just 3 miles.
Not every name's gonna be a hit.
But it's in the Minnesota side.
Yeah, got it.
But I went to
Wait, La Crescent, Wisconsin is on the Minnesota side?
no, La Crescent, Minnesota.
Oh,
That's across from La Crosse, Wisconsin. God damn it.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've been there because I've gone to La Crosse.
It's
multiple
the
times.
apple capital of Minnesota. At least it was.
Apple capital. Huh?
Yes, if you grab a bag of apples, look at.
But how are
where
they
it's
for
from.
jeans? You know,
What?
apple bottom jeans.
Oh.
I don't know apple. I don't know.
You don't know the
the
boots with the
no.
fur, my friend.
I'm old.
So you went to River Falls and you met this actor producer,
Writer director. Yeah.
from River Falls.
Yeah. He was friends of a friend of mine, and I helped him on his short film, and that one was called Nobody. It was okay. I don't know. I can be honest about it. I told him how I felt about it.
I'm going to go back to how you know, like other ways you know Nick, but I'm curious, like, when did you get into making movies? Like, this is my first time meeting you.
Okay.
Benjamin Terry.
Yeah. Well, this is the 4th time I've
Yeah,
met.
we worked before too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And I was also on Chase. I was a PA for one day. Yeah.
But I think I met you when we were working with Eric Roberts.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh,
That
the
was
Eric Roberts
interesting,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I kept checking if he was all right.
Yeah.
He's still alive, Eric Roberts.
No,
I hope he's
Yeah.
still alive when this comes out.
No, it was
Yeah,
Kirk.
talking about
Oh,
me.
you?
I think
Because
Eric.
I was like Eric Roberts' assistant.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
The things this man has seen.
Yep.
you wiped Eric Roberts' ass for him.
I didn't do that. No.
I had to do. It was my first real sound gig, and I had to pretend I knew what I was doing. And it must have worked because
You killed it. I couldn't tell that was your first time doing. sound.
first time doing it for
Yeah.
a feature,
For a feature. Yeah.
and using more professional gear, and
You're always using someone else's gear.
yeah, I was
Cool.
using Zach Rivers' gear.
I know Zach Rivers.
Yeah,
Great TP, too.
yeah, absolutely. And by the end of it, it was for the Ballad of Travis Hunter. And
That's come out.
Yes, it has. I saw it. Yep, I was at the premiere. Were you there?
It was on a Monday. I have children. You've mentioned having children.
I have 3 kids,
Children are
yes.
great. 3 of them.
Yep.
What ages?
10, 8, and 2.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
5 and 6.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Just changes your life.
Mrs. Farx is putting them in bed tonight because it's show night.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for that if Mrs. Farx sees this at some point in the future.
I'll send it to her.
She
So you
sometimes
get,
sees
so you
the
get
clips.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate Mrs. Farx for what she's doing. My wife took the middle one to a soccer game. So
Nice.
What
All right.
position does, and I know people sometimes think this isn't what the show is about. To me, this is exactly what the show is about. I played soccer, so I'm genuinely interested in what position your middle child plays on the field.
she's just starting. I have no clue.
Defense. She's not like defense midfielder. Okay.
I was never a sporting guy. I played my tennis, which is being taken over by pickleball.
You're the second tennis. Wait, no, she was the volleyball last week. Tennis.
Yeah.
Rich kid, cool.
Oh no, I was a rich. Oh God, no.
Wait, why is tennis considered a rich kid?
It is
game?
a rich. It is kind of considered an
court?
elitist sport. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Infinite Jest by
guess.
David Foster Wallace. He plays tennis at country clubs. So, like, if you like reading about country clubs, yes, Infinite Jest is a good book to read. Okay. It's also about existentialism. Sorry.
Yeah, but I would also say golf is for rich people too, right? I mean, you need
definitely.
a bunch of
gotta destroy that nature.
clubs. Yeah.
What's great is when all the classes intermix in the sense of sports and or arts. You've worked with Nick on something else.
Yeah, I think it was for Shepherds. Yeah, we were shooting a bunch of green screen stuff, and I think that was the second or third time I ran into you. Yeah, and
in that basement in St. Paul.
Yeah.
So no one needs me to tell this story right now, but I'm going to interrupt and tell a story. For a 48, we once had someone walk across the street and grab a Jimmy John's knife and bring it back so we could use it as a prop. And then that PA just returned that knife to that location. There's no reason that should happen. But it was a different time, like, I don't know, 10 years ago.
A disposable knife?
Yeah.
No. Serrated blade to cut like bread with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there may be I don't know if there's a JK movie out there where you can see this knife in that green screen room. And so I am intimately familiar with that green screen room. I went to a social buffet there. It was
What the hell movie was that?
You weren't there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't know what
48.
it was. Yeah.
You, Me, and AI, I believe is what it was called.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I remember we were catching up a bit, and I made mention that if he was interested to help out do color grading for this film, but by the time it was ready, or was going to be ready for that, the director already had someone else in mind, so I wasn't ready to let go of it yet, but I was also burned out at the same time. I couldn't tell. Like, it was kind of like, no, not yet. But I'm like, it's probably time for it to go. You know?
Am I incorrect in thinking like it's an esteemed position to be an editor for a trauma movie? I believe it to be.
To me, it is.
Okay.
But it wasn't just that. It was my first feature credit.
That you got to edit.
Yeah.
How do you talk your way into that? Who do you know?
Well,
who do you fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I worked on set. I went from PA to assistant director.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just worked my ass off. And then the director was familiar with some of my short film work. And
from here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so funny story.
Please.
Go on.
I interned at Trauma way back in 2015. At the time, there was a gentleman named John Brennan, and there was a person named Dylan Mars Greenberg. John Brennan was the musical coordinator for The Last Drive of Joe Bob Briggs, or eventually would become that. And then Dylan Mars Greenberg would form a band called Atmospheria, and then have all sorts of shorts on Adult Swim. So that was kind of cool to be, around those type of creatives. Okay, sorry for the name drops. But there is a writer there named Jimmy Adamson that we got along pretty well. We bonded over DDP yoga, Diamond Dallas Page yoga. It's Not Your Mama's yoga.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Diamond Dallas, what
the wrestler, yeah.
He did yoga?
He started his own version of yoga. He doesn't like to call it yoga. It's just DDP yoga.
DDP.
And it works if you stick with it. It absolutely works. It's actually pretty amazing.
This is the type of yoga you do. I mean, DDP yoga you do, sir?
It's been a while, but here, I'll demonstrate. I don't get paid by them or anything.
Sponsored.
Yeah. So I'll do one, and it's just it's like plant your feet in the ground, shoot your arms out, and pretend that bang, that water, that fire hydrant. You can't close the fingers because the energy is in it so tight. Raise them up to touchdown. So instead of sunrise, it's touchdown, right?
Oh, more manly,
And then lower your hands to the ground, but put your own dynamic resistance on it. So you don't need weights at the gym. You don't need them. Forget them, brother. Then raise them back up. And go to my favorite move on the planet, the diamond cutter. Nothing will release your back more than this. Stretch it back, arms out to a T, and Hulk it up. Inattention. At ease.
I am so sorry that is not well filmed. But Nick, could you just do your Jesse Ventura impression a little bit for our guest? Because I feel like
It's on the spot.
that's what this calls for.
Listen, I can't just break out a voice just at the drop of a dime. I don't know who you think you are.
That voice is very hard to do. I kind of, the head shake is like that.
I don't know what you're talking about, a head shake. Why does that Will Say So make it out like I do my head side to side like this? I was just minding my own business down in the Baja, and that Will Say So came along and just fucked everything up. Making my fish tacos with the tempura batter. I don't do my head like this. I don't know what he's talking about.
All right. Apologies to Ricky Norton. I'm going to steal
We
your
gotta make
bit
that
a
other
little
show.
bit.
Kyle.
This Ricky Norton? What?
Yeah.
We gotta make that other show. That show you had idea. You had a few.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't. Yeah. Ricky Norton. I know Ricky Norton. Like
Yeah.
we're friends on Facebook, and I remember his like flip from being an improviser into being a wrestling guy, and like, God damn it, brother, that's so fucking cool. Versus so many other,
Well, he's Reverend Ricky Norton. If not, he's back to being Renaissance, but he does just as well of a Jesse Ventura as Nick here. But he has this one, and I do have it on one of my YouTube pages where he's one of his tag team partners interviewing him. He's like, they don't want you to know that the government can make your own food. You can make your own food out of anything. So you can take a coconut and turn it into a fish. Because I was in Vietnam fighting vampires, and I didn't want to become food for the vampires.
yeah.
You know who Kyle Farx reminds me of? You know who you remind me of?
Well, who does Kyle Farx remind you of? Nick Farx.
Gentleman I worked with on the 1978 action sci-fi motion picture Predator, named Carl Weathers.
Did you say 78?
Not even just the physical resemblance, but just the whole demeanor.
What can you tell me about the Nephilim bones buried in Robbinsdale by the mighty green giant Ventura?
From the Book of Enoch?
Yeah.
Nephilim, I've never heard of it.
You never heard of the Nephilim?
So they're like the angels that came down and fucked the humans to make, like, I don't really understand the Book of Enoch. I'm just throwing out
I've just played the video game.
There's a Book of Enoch video game?
El Shaddai.
Wow.
For PS3, Xbox 360, and then they re-released for Switch. El Shaddai Rise of the Metatron
Wow.
Fuck yeah.
is about the Book of Enoch, the video game.
What other
great.
times have you met this man on set? This is better than any interview because it's like, well, you've already met the other Farx brothers, so
Yeah.
you've met him twice on things with like Sally or Laura, who's happens to be related to Sally Ann.
Sally Ann was there because they were her and that what's her
Sebastian?
name? No, the girl that they out.
Oh, Hannah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
I don't
in
know
a
her.
scene together on green screen. Like one of them's getting blown up and shit. So
Yeah, they're doing a fight scene to the green screen to match the fight scene they shot live.
yeah.
Whoa.
Out in the snow when it was
Oh.
that really cold winter.
It was very cold that day.
Where the LCD screen on the Ursa
Oh, yeah,
was
that's
crapping
right.
out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, I
it
remember
was so
that.
cold.
The only time he's ever been nominated for as a DP, or was it for editor?
Was
well,
it?
The only
No,
time you're
I
ever
didn't
nominated
even
as
edit
DP or
it.
editor. Not that,
Jeremy
like,
Wenick edited that. I didn't edit that.
Oh.
So
Oh, it must have been you got your first DP nomination. Nothing you've ever shot for JK, but whatever.
it's almost like there's
Like everyone understands that there are different markets. This man's worked in Nashville. We're in the Twin Cities. You have a thought? Go with it.
Have you had Jeremy Wenick on the show before?
No, we have not.
Fuck. You know what? Did he ever help you with that thing I asked?
you never. No.
Oh,
no.
well,
and
yeah.
I wasn't gonna bother.
Jeremy, now I can really ask you to be on the show, which was going to be the next question anyways.
We met sometime last year, and I found him to be a very sweet.
Jeremy's the
Individual.
nicest
Yeah.
fucking guy.
Yeah.
I've had a beer with Jeremy.
Yeah.
He's fucking chill, and he's got kids. He's got like more kids than you, sir.
Yeah.
No. That doesn't- and me.
Interesting note to
His
put
dick
out
works
there.
better than yours.
Oh,
She's
wait a
made
minute.
more kids. That's what I can say to myself. Is that
Wow. As a single man, yeah, I think you're both of your dicks work a lot better than mine.
for now?
He's
Oh,
doing
man.
VFX on the Jimmy Stewart biopic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice.
That's pretty right.
I always wanted the movie that they make about my life to be VFX by Jeremy Wenick.
Well, if that's all you want, honey, it's just look at Jeremy Wanick way up there in the sky, and then you throw a rope and you just go, "Hi, bring it in." Sorry.
I started showing my daughter Animaniacs Katie Kaboom segments, and the father is voiced like Jimmy Stewart. It's like, "Oh, geez, Katie, can you please come down?" It's like, "I will not calm down. He's my boyfriend. He's not a chicken. No one's saying your boyfriend's a chicken."
I recently acquired Rear Window on disc just because it was on sale, and it's like one of those like, oh, like why don't I, why don't I own and know Rear Window?
Yeah.
I know this Simpsons episode.
I have Rear Entry. Is that a spinoff?
Sequel, prequel.
Well, Rear Entry Part 2, 3, or 17.
Oh, the whole collection, the whole box set on 4K.
Oh, what are you doing back there?
So I don't know if you've gone through this with your kids, but the past couple of years.
Not all the rear entries yet.
Yeah, not the.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Kirk, cut that. But I've accumulated several, I just started buying movies left and right.
Oh, nice.
And I just got a stack, and I just never have the time to sit down and just revisit.
Well,
or
this
watch
man
for
will
the first
judge you
time.
for that.
I judge him because he owns a shit ton of physical media and watched. What's your percentage? Like not even half, or have you seen half of it?
No, it's
More than
like a 10. There's like 8 to 15% that I haven't seen before that I
right.
acquired.
So yeah, I had the Toxic Avenger remake for like 6 months, and I finally watched it the other day.
Yeah.
And then I what did I get recently? I used to be kind of an anime nerd in the mid '90s, and they did a re-release of Macross Plus, but the only way you could get it is if you buy the giant box set for $200.
Damn.
And I'm like, I'm not that big of a fan. There's no other way to get this, is there? Fuck.
But you still got it.
Yeah, and it's notable because Bryan Cranston does the voice of the main character. So that's actually pretty interesting to listen to now and compare it to how dubbing was done then to now, where I kind of felt like then they would get actors that weren't necessarily voice actors. They get theatrical actors and then write the scripts, not as direct translations, but at least try to get the story to be the same. So
Yeah.
I think as I get older, I do appreciate a good dub versus like a direct translation one so much, where they're trying to match them all flips too much.
So you dub or sub then?
For the majority of my life, I've been sub.
Oh,
But as I get older, there are some dubs that I do appreciate.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorites is Golden Boy dub. I think it's superior to the Japanese version. I think the guy that voices Kintaro, the perverted Frieder, it just matches the mannerisms of the character. And then the first anime was the Fist of the North Star movie I saw when I was 13. And that's just one of the most brutal anime movies ever made. And I love the dub on that because it's very Shakespearean and it's very, very different. And Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince is the voice of one of the villains. And he just has this line that cracks me up now. Now that I know it's Uncle Phil, he gets taken out by Rao, if you're familiar with Fist of the North Star. Any of you guys?
He might be.
Yeah.
A little bit, not too
Okay.
familiar.
He gets taken out by the main villain, like the Conqueror. And he just, and then in the Uncle Phil voice, he's like, "Now you made me mad, asshole."
Just so the audience knows, because I actually don't know if Nick knows. I'm gonna look at you while I say this. Dub means you're hearing English while they're talking. Sub means you're reading subtitles.
I think he knows.
Yeah,
How
I
did
know.
Nick know?
I can see some people in the audience.
Yeah,
not
some people
knowing-
don't know. No,
not
I
catching
prefer
that.
subtitles usually because the dubbing
Yeah.
acting is usually terrible.
Well, and we had young Michelob Lynch, who I'm supposed to connect with to review the score of a movie that's unreleased so far. Sorry, that's my reminder, everyone.
Give me a reminder
He was
months
on the
later.
no, he was on the show criticizing the dub of the new the Ponyo guy. What's his name?
Howie
Miyazaki,
Yeah.
because his last movie, Christian Bale does one of the voices, and he's not very good. He doesn't like.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't catch it.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I will say,
The Boy and the Heron.
yeah, celebrities,
The Heron.
celebrity actors sometimes cannot translate into doing voice work. And there was a thing that occurred in the early 90s with Robin Williams doing The Genie, where suddenly Jeffrey Katzenberg just got a boner or whatever. He's like, we need to make sure that our animated features has all the best celebrities doing voices. And it's just my opinion, it just never really works out. There's exceptions, especially, you know.
Alec Baldwin in The Boss Baby and The Boss Baby Back to Business. Kirk, I'll throw it to you.
Well, I mean, Ben already answered my last
We
question.
got to get
tonight,
Wanik on the show. Hey, Wanik,
Yeah.
you're seeing this at some point, I hope. Come to my garage. Tell your wife to watch your
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Is he still local? That's my question.
Wanik's local,
Oh, yes.
I think.
Still.
I don't know.
Still.
Like, yeah.
Let's argue about it. Anyways, Ben, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I think we had a great debate, and
Yeah.
I think this is very chill, laid back interview. Yeah. Have a good night. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.